Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lesson, I want to introduce you to a feature of we call drill through. So drill through to see more details, right? So we want to create a drill through that we can see more details by products, by customer, by products, and supervisor by the customers that they sold to. So selecting these charts, just hovering on top. So anything like a drill through feature is not coming up. This is because it has not been activated. Let's quickly do that. So I'll go to this drill through. This is my normal canvas. And I'm going to put a table in there, just a normal table to show my customer and some information related to the customer, then the loan information. So let me say my customer ID, show my customer ID. So the location of the customer, let me use occupation, then region, which is also the location, then supervisor, so that the salesperson sold to this customer. So supervisor, okay, this salesperson's name, then supervisor, expand the table. Then supervisor, then what again? Let me put other information. Let me put the debit card status. So, right. So the age band. Let's see any other useful mobile app status. Okay. Think that is all the information we take about the customer. Then we come to our product. Include the loans product that was sold to the customer. So product category, you can also include subcategory as you please. So then we'll now include the loan sales value. Right. So this is almost every information related to this customer. So all we just put is relevant information that we need just to view this information by customer. So now, what do we want to drill through by? So we can, upon clicking the page, we will see a drill through here and add all the fields that we want to drill through by here. Let's say, for example, we want to drill through by supervisor. Let's use supervisor and product category. So in as much as they come, you continue adding them under here. So that when you go to your main dashboard, you see the drill through feature that directs you here. And when you do a drill through, so this automatically triggers a button here, a back button. So we'll just make the outline color or the icon color of this button, we'll make it white so that it will be visible. So let's use our drill through. Back to loans. So selecting, you can see when I hover around, you can see right click to drill through. It's showing now. Right click, drill through. So this shows me the customers that the salespeople for this supervisor sold to and other information relating to these customers. The loans amount per customer, then the total amount, which corresponds to the total amount. When I go back, it corresponds to the total amount here. So if I want to see by product, I'll just select one product, right click and drill through. I'll see the product, the details by product. Let's go to the product name. You see this one particular product and all the sub-product under that product. So let's go back. Right. So upon doing this, often users find this drill through feature too difficult to use because the complaint is that it's too hidden, and so it's too hidden. Yeah. So let's bring it out. This is the other way you can actually create a drill through. So we'll use it using a button. We'll insert a blank button. So just bring that down here. Okay. Then we come to action, turn it on, type drill through, then destination. So our drill through table, that is the destination. So that is it. Let's off this icon. All right, so now if you select this, for instance, and click, so you can see it's giving us the same result. It's giving us the same result. But we won't leave it like blank like this. We have to just put some descriptive details to it. So the button text, will turn it on. So on the default state, that is when, on default state is when activated. So we call this, so select a dimension. Select a dimension you want to view by. Yeah, maybe we make this bigger a bit. Okay, let's make the text color white. Yeah, the font color. So on default state, let's go back. Then on the fill, I turn the fill on. So default state, the fill color, I make it very dark. Yeah, and now bring this transparency to 0. So yes, let's continue. Okay, this is not changing. Default state white. Then my fill color. Okay, let me make it 100. No, 0. So the default state, whenever I select this, you can see the color changes. Yeah, that's what I've not done. So the color changes to white and this. So this is when deactivated now. So let me change the color. Button text. Change it to when it's disabled. So the button text should be, let me say, yeah, so I just leave it as is. Aha, a more fainter color. Then the fill, so I leave the fill at the disabled state. I just leave the fill as it is. So when disabled, it shows this way. Or let me make it somehow whitish, not too white. The fill on disabled state, let me make this, yeah, so on disabled state, it shows you select dimension. This outline out, let me take the outline off. So you can see, so once you select a supervisor, any supervisor, for example, okay, instead of select by dimension, I'll say drill through by dimension. Okay, let me change it. Let me change this to button text, drill through by dimension. Drill through by dimension. Then on the disabled state, I'll call it select a dimension. Yeah, I'll leave it like that for disabled state. So when everything is disabled, so let me disable, nothing is selected. Okay, let me just click on something else. Okay, nothing is selected. It goes to select by dimension. So let me click on product, for instance. Select one product. You can see drill through by dimension. So I drill through, right? So I see for that product. I also go back. Yeah, so that's how it works. But we can also make this dynamic that you can see whenever you select this, you see the supervisor's name. The supervisor's name will just show up here. But this works only if you are using this drill through with one particular chart. So let's limit the drill through to this chart. I'll go to drill through. I'll take the portal category off. Right. So I come back. So I'll write a measure to help me do that. New measure. Okay. Okay, I call this new measure drill through. Equal to selected value. Selected value. So on my customer table, supervisor. Okay, this is it. So whenever you see how this works, very really cool feature. So I come back to my button. Okay, let me finish that. Okay, selected value, this, and so I'll just write drill through by. So just say drill through by. Okay, I'll just concatenate this with this. Drill through by selected supervisor. Okay, that is the measure. Okay, so I come here on my button text, on the default state, instead of putting this here, I'll go to the measure FX, do field value based on my drill through I just created. Drill through. Then okay. So this changes. So whenever I click on this now, it shows me drill through by Michael. So I didn't put space here on the measure. So let me go back. Let me go back and put that space on my measure. That is my drill through measure. Okay. And so this is space. Put space. Okay. That is it. So the space comes up here now. Yeah, nice. All right, you can see. Gives you specifics. When I select Ali, it gives me drill through by Ali. I select this, drill through by Chibuke. Then I can click on this and it will give me everything related to Chibuke. Yeah, look at Chibuke. So that is it for drill through and how you can maximize the use of this feature. Yeah. So that will be all for this lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson.